niggas out here talking shit. It's cool. It's cool, bitch, because we're going straight to the top, like Lil Snoop say. God damn, let's see what this shit about.
Man, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? Yeah, we don't want you to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. Man, fuck 12, nigga. Let's go talk. Let's go, nigga.
I was so aggressive in that shit. Fuck 12, pickable. Fuck it. Whoop whoop. We here. We finally fucking here. People been telling me to make this podcast for like the last year and a half, 2 years, whatever the case may be. I remember bullshitting, but I'm finally here. I've been talking my shit for years. I've been talking my shit on Twitter. They kicked me off Twitter. I've been talking my shit on Snapchat. They ain't kicked me off Snapchat, but fuck Twitter, nigga. I'm here. Make my own podcast. I'm here. Trilogy, me and my boy Ralph for 3 in here.
Go. Checking in. Raw Dollars, the one of only. One of one. Go number 3.
Whatever the fuck that means. But look, I want to thank everybody that's tuned in, that's listening or watching, whatever the case may be. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate the love. If niggas secretly hating, I appreciate that too. So the first topic, the first episode is 2020. It's only right we talk about what the fuck has been going on in 2020, which is a lot. I had to get the blood out there because I got to think about all the shit.
Where the fuck we even gonna start?
Where, I mean, if we're gonna talk about where to start, we gotta go chronologically. So we gotta go back to January, even when the first fucked up shit go. Well, first of all, really before we even get to January, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in December, North Korea told us they had a gift for us waiting. And we took that shit lightly. But they wasn't bullshit, nigga, because 2020 is so fucked up. First and foremost, they took Kobe away from, not them as in Korea, but R.I.P. Kobe. You know, we lost Kobe early, January 26th, the day after AJ's birthday. I'll never forget that shit. It's so crazy. And 10 years, I'm telling my kids, I remember that shit, nigga. I remember the day, I remember the exact moment that we found out that shit. And everything after that just went downhill, man. And it's crazy because, you know, as we call ourselves GOATs, and you can't say GOAT without thinking about Kobe. He's not the only GOAT, but he's in that conversation. And what's significant about it is January 25th is AJ's birthday. She just turned 24, which is considered the Kobe year. And on top of that, Kobe is her favorite player. On top of that, she had a Kobe birthday cake that was like the fucking yellow 24 jersey and it said GOAT, and we celebrated that. Next morning, we're leaving the Airbnb and I look at my phone and I see Kobe Bryant has died in a helicopter crash. And I'm like, hey y'all, Kobe just died. And everybody was like, what the fuck? Nigga, stop playing. Cause that just sounds like some shit that don't make sense in a fucking helicopter crash, bro. So we gotta take a moment of silence for Kobe and Gigi and the other passengers that passed away in the car accident. It was a brief moment of silence to show our respects, but that was just the beginning of the end. After Kobe came the Corona?
Nah.
Wait. What happened next?
If you want to talk about like real world shit,
Yeah.
the world went through We was on the verge of getting Trump impeached the week before the trial started, the week before Kobe died. I want to say January 16th was the start of the impeachment trial.
I'm not 100% what the fuck I want to say. I'm not 100% educated on the impeachment, but I believe that's a process. He can be impeached, but it's going to be a process to get him officially out of the office, which if he get impeached, the next person under him, which is the vice president, will become the president. And from what I was told, that nigga ain't no better than Trump. So shit, it was like, we was fucked either way. At least Trump blunt about the shit. We know what's coming with Trump. We don't know what the fuck would have came with Pence, but Trump's still in the office, so that impeachment came and went. That was good shit. We got big shit to talk about, nigga. After that shit came the fucking coronavirus. I don't even know what the fuck that means. When I heard Corona, I always thought it was a Mexican beer, you know, so shit, when that came with the coronavirus, I thought niggas was drinking too much beer and niggas getting sick. But the coronavirus fucked us up so much, nigga, it had niggas in the house, quarantined for 2, 3, 4, however many months they had niggas in the house. We experienced that shit. Niggas was forced to watch their kids. Niggas was forced to do shit that they don't usually do, like read. Niggas was getting annoyed at the house with their gals and shit. You know.
What made me just upset is how people acted behind toilet tissue.
Dog, I work at, I'm not gonna tell y'all what the fuck I work at, you know where I work. But, nigga, I couldn't even get my own toilet tissue from that motherfucker, dog. It was a motherfucking bar fighting that bitch to get toilet tissue. I'm like, god damn, nigga, we had some of our employees stashing tissue in the back. I'm like, man, what the fuck? How that niggas gonna wipe their ass? Niggas taking their kids' wipes and shit. Man, shit was bad. Like,
it was a limit on purchases.
Fuck that shit, nigga. That niggas took all the good condoms when that shit came too. Nigga, I walked in the motherfucking Walmart, all the Trojans was gone. It was some bullshit, Nirvana, I don't know, some shit that I wasn't gonna get. I say, man, this shit fucked up, dog. Niggas out here is taking 18 packs of tissue with 30 packs of condoms. I bet in some months we're gonna see all the motherfucking quarantine babies that's gonna pop out. And then after the quarantine, the dumbest shit about the quarantine was the fucking curfew. It made no sense. Niggas couldn't go anywhere after, was it midnight? Was it 12?
Yeah,
it was 12. Niggas couldn't go anywhere, which makes no fucking sense. Niggas is going everywhere all day, but from the times of 12 and 5, niggas can't be on the streets. What the fuck is traveling during those hours from 12 to 5? Besides the club, maybe, but even then, niggas was still doing day-to-day shit.
Really, the only thing that's on the road after 12 anyway is like trucks, the 18-wheeler trucks.
That shit was stupid. That shit show you how much control these niggas got. These niggas got that much control to keep everybody in their motherfucking house at a certain time. Niggas couldn't do shit. If you go outside, nigga, you getting a ticket, you going to jail, whatever the fucking case may be. But there was some people out here, they was risking that shit.
And some strange shit that was going on is at a time they couldn't figure out how they was going to test everybody for the coronavirus. Now we have it where we have drive-through tests, and pretty much they have a test for the coronavirus.
Yeah, niggas can get tested and get the results the same day. I don't know. That don't sound right. First of all. Second of all, I ain't let nobody stick that giant ass fucking Q-tip down my nose. If I got it, nigga, I got it. Cause they ain't got no vaccine. So nigga, if you got it, they just gonna tell you to stay isolated and self-quarantine. Like, nigga, what the fuck? That's a waste of my time, nigga. I just made you do all that shit just for you to tell me, alright, you just gotta figure it out at this point. You know, go home, be by yourself, don't be around people. And then, if I'm not mistaken, well, this before now, I don't know how they got these rapid ass tests now. But once you get the test, it take them like at least a week or 8 days or some shit to get back at you with the results. But during that time while you waiting for the results, you have to quarantine. So if you already quarantined and by the time you get your results, nigga, they say the shit only lasts 14 days or it take 14 days to 16 days. I don't know, I'm not a fucking doctor, I don't know everything, don't quote me. But by the time you get your results, nigga, you done already thugged out 79% of the shit. So shit, nigga, you probably didn't sweat that shit off or got that shit off by the time you get that shit bogus, that shit bullshit. I ain't saying it's not real because I know some niggas that got it, but I don't think they telling us everything about that shit, bro. You know, on top of that, the coronavirus kept niggas in. Niggas was getting unemployment out the ass. Niggas was getting more money in unemployment than the motherfucking essential workers. I'm jealous.
People living off of unemployment.
Man, niggas still living off unemployment. I'm jealous. I would have, if I could have got that shit, I would have. Everybody that got that shit, you niggas finessed. I ain't even mad at you. You know, you just gotta charge that shit to the game. Niggas got their free money, shit. If I could get it, I would too. Aside from the corona shit, in the quarantine and lockdown, that's when shit got crazy. But shit really got crazy with the George Floyd shit. R.I.P. George Floyd, you know, we send our condolences.
Third world legend.
Yeah, that nigga.
Jack Yates legend.
They say that nigga changed the world. I don't think that nigga changed the world. And I ain't saying it like that. I'm just saying like the shit that happened been happening. But with the quarantine and shit, it forced so many people that's not black to actually watch that shit and go through with it. Cause the Trayvon Martin shit happened, we ain't never see the visuals. You know, it fucked us up. You know, it caused the movement, but it ain't fucked us up like this Floyd shit. Cause everybody was able to sit there and watch this man.
50 states protested.
Yeah, 50 states protested. That's crazy, nigga. That's the first time I ever heard 50 states do anything on the same accord. But yeah, in the video, man, the nigga had his neck on George. Had his fucking knee on George's neck for like 7-something minutes. And, you know, the police officers that was with him was just sitting there watching the shit, which makes them just as bad, if not worse, as the guy that killed George, you know. And then they said they had proper engagements, they worked together, so it could have been a little more personal. But the thing about it is, shit, I think the craziest thing about it after the protests and stuff, that we're in the middle of a quarantine, bro. And people were saying that, what happened to the coronavirus? What happened to the coronavirus? Now nobody cared about the coronavirus. I don't think it was that people don't care about the coronavirus. I think it's that this guy did something so fucked up that people are so angry and so upset at this point. It's fuck the coronavirus, because we got something to say and y'all gonna have to feel us from this shit. So people was rioting, looting, breaking into shit. You know, people was burning up cars. It was some peaceful protests with shit. We actually went out to Houston and participated in the protest, which was
big.
That was huge. I feel like that was something I had to do as a young adult, as a young black man. I felt like, man, that was the absolute least that I can do is go out there and march with thousands of people. We marched peacefully. You know, everybody wasn't peaceful, which is cool. I ain't here to judge. I understand everybody upset. Everybody got their way of doing this shit. You know, everybody don't be on the same accord. And some people was talking about polluting and this and that. Everybody got their opinion, but at the end of the day, you gotta understand people is mad, bro. And everybody gonna deal with that shit a different way. Everybody don't have the patience or the mental, you know, help to peacefully protest, cause shit, everything ain't peaceful, you know. And it's like, man, with a baby, if you tell a baby no, a baby gon', you know, throw shit, they gonna kick, they gonna scream. You're in a relationship, you tell your girl no, she might not talk to you all day unless you buy some food or some dumb shit like that. But what I'm trying to say is, man, everybody deal with their anger a different way. So shit, there's gonna be some people that can paint signs and go out there and yell. There's gonna be some motherfuckers that wanna fuck some shit up. Y'all been fucking us up for a minute. And shit, it's time to fuck some shit up back. So shit, everybody that was out there fucking shit up, I salute you, I support you. If I was rich, I'd be in every city building, every motherfucker, I'd be on the front line. I don't give a goddamn. If I had bail money to go to jail every day for that shit right now, nigga, I'll be in every city, every day. Well, I'm definitely gonna go to jail. But when I get out, bitch, I'm coming right back. Cause nigga, I'm about to go do the same shit. Y'all got me fucked up. You know, and shit, I don't think people should stop. Some niggas ain't talking about it. Some people ain't showing the media, but shit's still going on.
Yeah, protests still going on all around the world. I believe Atlanta just had a protest that was real major. They had T.I. out there. Lil Baby just dropped a new song, new visual for the, equal rights of blacks.
This is a serious subject, but niggas need to stop looking at T.I. to make fucking political moves. T.I. is not that nigga. He's not the one that's gonna take us to the promised land.
He might not be that nigga, but you can't say that he went out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's a
for
lot
sure.
of people that ain't frontline in their cities that they can sit there and talk on social media all day about how shit should be, how shit not supposed to be, but you not out there putting in that time that everybody else putting in. And you really got a big platform that you can sit for everyone else, but you not using your platform that you already have. You're not sitting there, using your voice. If you got that type of people that's, looking at you as an influence, like you need to use your voice and step up. But I feel like when it comes to celebs, of course they always gonna feel, they gonna have that feeling of, oh, what people think about me. Some might not have that, but some, for the most part, some do walk around and just feel like, damn, like if I say this, how people gonna view me then? Because, if you want to give an example, Desi Banks, I think he said some shit on Twitter, and he had like 1 million followers.
They gonna fuck you up.
500,000 people unfollowed this man.
They are gonna fuck you up on Twitter. They will make you and they will break you. So if you a fucking Twitter celeb, nigga, you tread lightly. Twitter stay fucking with me, but that's another topic for another day. But I wasn't taking away from T.I. I respect what he did, and that's some shit that needs to be done. What I was saying goes back to what a Malcolm X quote. He was basically, I can't even say it verbatim, but he was basically saying that, with white people, they have actual political figures, they have actual leaders. And as black people, they minimize us to where only our rappers or celebs and shit like that can be leaders. And he made a statement to where it's saying like, Jerry Seinfeld is not a fucking political leader for white people. He's a fucking comedian, Eminem is a rapper, a white rapper. He's not a political leader and shit. But when it comes to black people and shit, our leaders have to be the entertainers and shit like that. And that's what I was getting at. I was like, man, I understand T.I. is an intelligent black man, He's a street nigga that changed his life, which is great, which is cool. I appreciate that, but I feel like we need some real actual leaders. Some new modern day Malcolm X, Martin Luther Kings and shit like that. Some niggas that's toned in to one thing and one thing only, and nigga that's taking us to where we need to be. Aside from that shit, speaking of the Atlanta protest, they just, since the George Floyd shit happened, which has been like a month ago, there has been several police shootings and killings, fatal killings.
Lynchings coming back.
It's 2020 and they lynching niggas.
And they all been ruled as suicide.
That I don't know too.
First off, don't know black people hang themselves from trees.
That's a real sensitive topic. But yeah, not no shit like that. All the shit that's been happening, you gotta open your eyes, nigga. You been oblivious to the shit. We not out here killing ourselves. Niggas is out here killing us, and y'all let niggas kill us. And shit, once we start killing back, then I think that's when they gonna see that niggas is not playing out here, bro. I'm all for the revolution. I'm for the peaceful shit, but if you just
time to stand.
If you look at history, I don't know. The peaceful shit got us some places, but when some people are stubborn enough to, neglect your peacefulness, shit, you gotta step to them the only way they know. And that's what Malcolm X came in with, by all means, by any means, nigga, you gonna feel me. We out here feeling y'all, and that's what fucked me up. That's what messed me up with the shooting in Atlanta, bro. It's a lot of things messed up with that situation. For one, they say dude was sleeping in the parking lot. I don't think you should call the police on him. Anybody could have tapped on the window, make sure he was good, make sure everything cool. You know, and at a time like this, I wouldn't call the police on nothing that's non-violent right now. Secondly, this is my thing. They say he resisted and he shot him with their own taser, which may be true. However,
No, it is true.
yeah, it is true. I did say that may be true. However, y'all tase niggas every day. And I know for a fact if you go through a police academy, y'all have to get tased and tear gas and all that shit. You know, so that wasn't like no major thing. Secondly, in the video, he constantly tells them that, you know, he's been drinking. He's not really, you know, going against the grain. He's telling them this, he's telling them that. But the police are still, you know, trying to get him to say certain stuff, steady asking the same questions.
And his answer was the same. That's the funny part. Like he kept saying, I had 1.5 margaritas.
Yeah, man, that was.
Man said, hey, I'll walk home if that's what I gotta do. Y'all knew he was drunk. Y'all still made the man blow into a breathalyzer.
Yeah, even then, they was talking for too long. If you're gonna arrest me, arrest me. But my thing is, they didn't pull him over. So if they was gonna arrest him, you know, they should have arrested him for public intoxication. You can't get no DWI on that situation.
Yeah.
But I think it's real idiotic right now for any police officer to touch their gun at a time like this. I feel like that should be your last resort, bro. Like at a time like this, we just said people are protesting in every state. You know, we got the Breonna Taylor situation, George Floyd. You know, we can go on and on about the names and the situations as a police officer. And then I know y'all seen that video that's floating around Twitter where the guy was in the car, he got pulled over by the police officers. You know, he was talking to him, a casual conversation, and the lady officer pulled out her gun just to get him to do what she wanted to do. I don't think that's right, man. I think they really abuse their control because once niggas start busting back, it's gonna be a civil war. Like I say, man, that should be like your last thought right now. I don't even think y'all should be walking around with guns. I wouldn't want to. If I'm a cop right now, I'm walking on eggshells. First of all, half of America already don't like you. Even if you're a good person individually, what you stand for as a whole, police don't get the respect that they deserve. I wouldn't say deserve, but that they should due to, you know, the history of police. So if I'm a police officer and I'm stopping somebody, I know it's non-violent, you know. I'm gonna try my best to get the situation handled non-violently. I ain't trying to tase nobody. I ain't trying to pepper spray nobody. I ain't trying to do none of that, bro. I'm just trying to do my job. Especially at a time like this where police cars getting burnt, precincts getting burnt. You know, it's a new person killed every day. Like I said, man, that would be the absolute last resort.
And honestly, y'all, know your fucking rights. Because that's all they're gonna do is just use what you don't know against you. If you know your rights, hey, y'all can have that conversation all day long, as long as you know your rights. And they know their rights and they know what the fuck you talking about.
They don't like that shit when we know our rights.
They don't, but they can't do nothing about it.
Bro. So yeah, that is something big, man.
Knowledge is power,
man. Educate yourself, know your rights, know everything. Cause the shit they taught us in school is, I wouldn't say it's bullshit, half of it bullshit, but a lot of shit they don't teach us wholeheartedly.
The U.S. history book is bullshit.
Yeah, they touch shit that's major and they keep going, but they emphasize the bullshit. Like Christopher Columbus and that. Christopher Columbus was a bitch nigga. Christopher Columbus ain't do shit. How the fuck you gonna come and
take what's already there? Claim what's already there.
That's like a nigga come in this house right now and be like, damn, this a nice house. I'ma call this my house. Nigga, what? We already here. We already here, bro. What are you talking about? But history is written by the victor, so if he come in this bitch and kill us and shit, or whatever he gotta do, and at the end of the day he say it's his, shit, everybody gotta believe him, because we ain't here to say it was ours. But that's something that the white people put in us. I ain't trying to be racist, bro, but that's something that they put in the books to fuck with us. And right now they taking away statues and shit all up. They doing a lot of shit right now. We making slight progress. I don't know if it's
I
real
just feel
progress.
like for every slight progress you make, it's more bullshit that happens every day.
Yeah, I think it's some more bullshit around the corner, bro. We got another half of 2020 left.
Like good events keep happening, but at the same time, you still hearing about these shootings, lynchings. Kids, I ain't lie, it's like 8,000 kids go missing every year. Every year. And I ain't gonna get into that. We gonna say that for another segment about the sex trafficking, right?
Yeah, bro, cause if motherfucking Instagram can put an ad of the motherfucking shoes I was just looking at 2 seconds ago, bitch, y'all can find the motherfucking kids. I know the government listening. I know you niggas hear me right now. Go find the motherfucking kids. Y'all worry about the wrong motherfucking things, trying to check niggas for weed and this and that, and want to make sure niggas got warrants. Bitch, you go find them kids, and you go free them motherfucking people in the motherfucking detention centers and shit. Y'all worry about the wrong motherfucking thing, man. That's the problem with America. You worry about the wrong fucking thing. Like all lives matter. What? That is downright the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Anybody say that shit out there, I say you should slap them in their motherfucking mouth. All lives matter. If all lives matter, bitch, why was there slavery? Why is there fucking Mexican families getting torn apart? Why is people getting killed every day, nigga? Y'all fucking white lives been mattering forever. We not saying that y'all don't matter. We might be at sometimes, but that's not helping my argument. We're not saying that y'all don't matter. What we saying is right now, we need y'all to understand that we matter. That's like a motherfucker getting jumped. And we walk by, he was screaming, help me, I'm getting jumped. And we like, nah, nigga, fuck you. Our lives matter, we ain't getting jumped. What kind of bullshit is, what the fuck kind of shit is that? Our lives matter. Our lives can't matter until black lives matter. And fuck the people of color shit, cause some of them ain't even with us. Right now, we tuned in to let you know that black lives matter. Y'all killing us at a very high rate. Not only are y'all killing us, we've been oppressed for years. We've been oppressed for years. Y'all abolished slavery, yeah. Then came the Jim Crow and this and that and segregation and shit like that. Like, come on, man. How was we allowed to vote? I mean, not really vote. How we allowed to work with y'all? But we can't even do the same shit that y'all do. That don't make sense, bro. And then they really have no legit reason of not liking us. I think that shit comes
That shit is household talk. That shit is household talk. For somebody to go out there growing up and all you know is to hate this type of race, that is household talk.
I say household, and that shit also work in school, bro. Cause I'm gonna say this. It's some shit that we do when we're young in school that we don't realize not the best shit to do until we get older. You know, we stuck in that young mindset. So I know it's a lot of white kids that got bullied growing up by black kids. So that shit probably caused some hate in their heart that they had forever. And what's fucked up is, you know, we gonna keep fueling that hate by our anger, because we wanna fight shit. I wanna fight someone. And shit, you might not like me after this, but shit, you don't feel me. However, that might not be the right way, but that goes back to people expressing their anger and shit like that. But I don't know, bro.
When have you ever heard a black man or a black woman going into a school shooting it up?
First of all, how the fuck would you shoot a school up? Where did you get the gun? There's a lot of questions about this. How old school?
The whole
Not the whole school. We might be some niggas we ain't like. We're gonna do something about that. Nigga.
people of our color don't do it.
Man, I don't know, bro. I think white people be having fucked up lives too. But shit,
People of our color don't burn down churches. We're not arsonists.
We rob each other though.
We will.
And we kill each other.
And that's the thing, like when other black people see black people succeeding, they want to take what's theirs. And the thing is, okay, if you take a life, you take somebody with what they got, what the fuck you gonna do with it? How you gonna make it better? You just killed a person that you feel like got it all, but then it's like if you take that from somebody, what you doing with it? Besides doing the same shit, putting yourself in a situation to get knocked off. You go around flexing money in the clubs, popping bottles. Cool. But you gotta sit there and watch your back every night, every day. You gotta sit there and look over your shoulder every day because you ain't living right. We ain't sitting here, we not sitting here living right because we focus on the next man when you should be focused on yourself.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just zoned out a little. I heard you, but I did zone out a little. But I get you. If I ain't get you, I know the people got you. But a lot of people, shit, when we talk about what's going on with the police and shit, a lot of people talk about black on black crime and, blacks kill more people, blacks kill each other more than white people kill them and blah, 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 blah. How you feel about black on black crime? I feel like that is a problem, but that's not, we gotta deal with the police first. We still gotta deal with niggas killing each other, but shit, it's a lot of shit that's bigger than that. That's a small chunk of the cake. So shit, but that shit is a problem, bro. And I don't know what it's gonna take for niggas to get on the same accord. Honestly, I don't think niggas will ever be on the same accord.
Niggas will never be satisfied.
Niggas will never be on the same accord.
Even if they was to give us that $350,000
I want my fucking reparations.
Reparation check, people will not be satisfied.
I'll be temporarily satisfied. 350,000, nigga, give me that. I'm still talking my shit, honky, but I'm taking that 350,000. I ain't even much lie to you. I wanted my kids to get that shit too. My kids get that 350. Think about the bitches that got kids on top of kids. We think them hoes getting tax money. These hoes gonna get reparations on reparations. They taking that shit. I'm glad I'm older, cause shit, if I was young and I got them reparations, my mama is straight snagging that shit. But black on black crime is a problem. We do need to fix it. Brothers and sisters, love each other, love thy neighbor. I ain't trying to get religious on you, but love your brothers, man. Love your people. Cause shit, you never know what somebody's going through, man. Shit. I don't know, man. I think that's just our culture. I think niggas like to be too aggressive, too stiff.
Quit posting your locations and shit. Don't do that. Don't post your whereabouts. I understand y'all be happy and all that, but don't post your whereabouts, knowing that you got shit going on in your life. Like if you out here doing dirty work, bro, stay low key.
Stop killing people, man. There's no fucking coming back from that. That goes white people, the black people, the police, the Mexicans, everybody. Stop killing each other, bro. We need to practice love. We need to see a nigga and hug that nigga. The niggas be like, nah, bro, you gotta tell your niggas you love them, bro.
And that's where that pride come in, bro.
Man,
y'all niggas got too much fucking pride.
Man, once that nigga gone, you gonna express all the love that you had for him, that you could have told that nigga when he was here. Black people learn to give people their flowers while they here, man. Call your mom and tell them you love them. Call somebody you ain't talked to once a month, just chop it up with them, This is just show love, man. Every day, just show love. Show love, bro. Cause that shit don't cost nothing to show love. And you never know how somebody feeling inside, bro. And aside from that shit, what else has been going on in America besides the niggas killing us and lynching us? Man, this shit sound like the fucking 1800. Like, is this shit real? Fucking KKK is out here getting peaceful protests. Peaceful. Niggas is greeting these niggas with hugs and kisses and protecting these niggas. But Black Lives Matter protests is getting tear gas, pellets, tased, trampling over motherfuckers with horses, running over motherfuckers with cars.
It's been the white people that's been starting the looting. That's been kicking off the looting.
Man.
All the videos and scenes, It hasn't been a person of color
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
sitting there just throwing bricks into windows. Like the government sit there and drop off bricks in the city, expect us to just go crazy just so they can kill us.
That looting shit, a lot of people had a lot of shit to say, like, you shouldn't loot and this and that. And I know the niggas that was looting ain't the same niggas that's marching. That's true. But that first couple of days, shit was hectic. I'm talking about niggas was breaking in jewelry stores, niggas fucked up Target, niggas was breaking in Dior, niggas was getting shit. Niggas fucked up the iPhone store in every city. Granted, if you gonna fuck up an iPhone store, don't get no shit that they gonna trace. Like some motherfucking phones. You can't do nothing. Niggas 22.
I seen somebody selling the new AirPods for $140.
Boom. That's what I was gonna say, nigga. If I'm going to the AirPods store, I'm getting some shit that they can't get back, nigga. I'm coming with the AirPods, the watches. I'm getting all the chargers that you need. I'm selling them bitches.
I know they might be able to track them watches.
Fuck the watches. I don't need the watches. I'm flipping AirPod Pros, nigga. You want some Pros? I got you. You want some regulars? I got you. Anything you need, nigga, that they ain't getting back, I got you, bro. Niggas was breaking in the fucking stores, clothing stores, jewelry. Niggas broke in the cookie store. Now that's the big lick right there. Niggas went in the goddamn dispensary. I ain't gonna lie, any nigga that's talking down on niggas that's looting, they jealous. I know you jealous, cause I'm jealous. I'm fucking jealous. I wish I was there to get some shit. I don't know what the fuck I would've got at Target. I don't even like Target. Every time I go in Target, I feel out of place. I don't think black people belong there. It's not for us. Kroger's too. I feel out of place at Kroger's, and I work there. And that whole Kroger's is racist. I don't care what you say, especially with we in fucking Huntsville, Texas, nigga. I'm not going there. I'm going to Walmart or motherfucking HEB. I'm not going to them other two bitches. But if I'm walking by and I see some niggas breaking and entering in motherfucking Target, best believe my scrawny ass is going in there too. Even if I gotta get whatever the fuck I gotta get, nigga, I'm just grabbing shit. Man, nigga, this is history right now. Cause if the police come, it's over 500 of us. You gotta be the dumb motherfucker to get caught out of all the motherfuckers that's looting. Nigga, I'm going in there with shit in my drawers, my pockets, my something. I'm getting the fuck up out of this hoe, nigga. And I'll see you tomorrow. So everybody that looted and some shit, more power to you. You know, the black people was getting some shit. However, white people was really the ones in this shit. They like to say that's nigga shit, but white people was really in there grabbing shit.
Had all the Karens in that hoe getting lamps.
That's crazy, bro. You know, I have never experienced one of those moments. I feel like it's how I look. I think I intimidate them, bro. But I have been waiting for a racist encounter with a Karen or some shit.
Let me tell y'all what this man did the other day. So we go into our gym, Ironworks, and this man, well, we see these two white dudes. One white dude, he had on
Oh, I did that.